Today I am going to be making chicken chow mein. This has been requested over the last 2 weeks, so I decided that's what's for lunch today. For the chicken, I have 1 pound of thinly sliced chicken breast. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. You could just use black pepper if that's what you have. A tablespoon of soy sauce and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Sometimes I like to do egg white with a tablespoon of cornstarch, but I'm gonna do the baking soda today, and this is gonna sort of, velvet and marinate the chicken. And you'll wanna set it in the refrigerator, but take it out maybe 10 minutes before you are going to cook it to take the chill off of the meat. So that's done. Okay, so to start, I'm going to be using a 12-ounce bag or 340 grams of chow mein pan-fried noodles. And on the back, it has instructions to basically place the noodles in boiling water for 20 seconds, drain, and then you can pan fry. I'm actually going to boil them and shock them in cold water and set them aside until I'm ready to use them. Okay, my water's boiling. I'm gonna add some salt. Noodles in. Okay, so it's been long enough. Now I'm going to place them in my ice water bath. Okay, so my noodles have stopped cooking, so I'm going to place them on a baking sheet to sort of dry. So here I've drained all of the water. I have them sitting in this wire mesh strainer. So now I'm just going to place them on a large baking sheet that's lined with parchment paper so they don't stick. And it's just, I want these to dry out. They're just going to get a lot crispier than just a soggy, wet noodle when you add it to your wok. So just to help, just kind of go over with a paper towel, just like that. Okay, so this is just going to hang out until I need it. Okay, so let's put the sauce together. Here I already have 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, and to that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. Here I have a teaspoon and a half of rice vinegar, 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of sambal. And the ratios of these ingredients, you'll want to give it a mix, taste it, and if you find that you want things to be a little more sweeter or to have, not necessarily sweet, but balance from the sugar, then, add another pinch of sugar. If you want things spicier, then, add that. So this is mixed. Now I'm going to add just a teaspoon or 2, maybe that's more like a teaspoon and a half of sesame oil, and that's it. This is going to be what coats the noodles and sauces this dish. So for the fresh ingredients, it's very versatile, this dish, and you can use whatever you have on hand. For example, here I have about 3 ounces or maybe 1.5 cups of thinly shredded cabbage, fresh cabbage. I used the whites and the greens of 5 scallions, and you can chop and slice them how you like. Here I have 2 large celery sticks that I just cut diagonally into thin slices, and 1 medium carrot that I julienne. And I'm also going to be adding fresh garlic. My husband loves garlic, and he likes pieces or like thinly sliced chunks in his stir fry, but you can definitely mince this. But this is what I opt to do because it's just what my family likes. But I'm using about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. And here is the marinated chicken. So I'm going to start preheating my wok, and we're going to start stir frying and cooking these. Okay, here I have a large wok that I've preheated over medium-high to high heat. You really want this to kind of get smoky. I'm going to add a good amount of cooking oil. Yeah, this is nice and hot. And I really want to get a good sear on the chicken, so I'm going to spread it out. Crank the heat up if you have to. And I'm going to cook this. I'm going to add my oil. And I'm going to start with my celery and carrot. I'm going to stir fry that. And I'm only going to stir fry this for about 20 seconds. It's not gonna, I don't want this to get too soggy or overcooked. So this wok is hot enough. This is exactly what I want. Now I'm gonna do a quick saute of the cabbage again. Not very long. Okay, so for the noodles, I really want to fry these. So I'm going in with, I'm going to go ahead and add in my whites. Now in handfuls, I'm going to add my noodles. So now, I'm just going to create a little space while these are still kind of getting little char bits and little toasty. I'm going to go in and do a quick saute of my chopped garlic in the center. I don't want to burn it. This is why I add it last. Sort of let it cook. So I love these little bits that get crispy and crunchy on the edge. So again, gonna let these just kind of hang out on the side. Gonna go back in with my chicken. Oh man. Now I'm going in with my sauce. And this smells so good already. Once I get this kind of worked in, at this point, you want to add your veggies. Add the greens from the scallions. And that's it. I'm going to give it maybe another 30 seconds in the wok just to mix everything in. You could finish with a little bit of sesame oil, but remember I did add it into the sauce. But this is chicken chow mein, and it's ready to serve. I'm gonna shut the heat off. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.